Taurus, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early June 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Taurus collective. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Shuffle it up here one time, see what we have for you this week. My guides and spirit team, what's up with Taurus, please? And yeah, we're going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself, and at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going. Let's rock. What do we got for Taurus here? We are not going to delay. What's up with my friends? Okay, yeah, you might need to have a little fun, my friends. That's the first thing I always think whenever this card pops up. And I know that's not usually a message that I have to give to the Taurus collective. Out of all the zodiac signs and the people I know personally, Tauruses, they know how to have a good time. They know how to have fun. But this card absolutely links into that for some reason, and we'll explore that. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the June subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading, let's talk about it. So as far as imagery goes, we have that snow globe here, we have this unicorn or this pony, various little toys showing up. So this card to me always links in with having a good time or having fun. For a portion of you, especially if we link to what we saw last week, you might be working a lot, or you might be stressed out, or just very serious or honed in, or just using a lot of your energy towards work and tasks. This is Spirit saying like, hey, make some time for yourself, self-love, self-care. You need to go out and have fun, or you need to have fun in general, whatever fun is to you. Right? Like everyone has different definitions of fun. Now there's also an inverse to this card as well. This could be spirit warning about somebody over partying. It doesn't have to be you, but there might be someone in your midst that's having a little too much fun, if you know what I mean. So we're not going to really overthink this. We'll see if it links into the reading, but I would say make time for yourself. That's a big thing. So let's get into tarot. I always say with that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. And yeah, I'm going to get you 3 of these in the upright before we get that intuitive juiciness flowing. Shuffle it up here one time for my Taurus people, my guides. What do we got for my friends? So, last week's reading. I know I referenced it already. It was titled A Frustrating Situation. So I'm hoping that none of you had a frustrating situation going on, but that was the vibe I was picking up last week. Like lots of roadblocks, the energy didn't seem super smooth. So we're going to hope for some smoother moving energy this week. I mean, as you know, every reading is different. The energy's flowing. It's never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, right? Because we could be looking at your energy or someone you're connected to. Let's get you 3 cards. Let's see what we got for Taurus in early June here, guides. Thank you. Oh, okay. We're starting with a tower, my friends. It's been a very long time since that's happened, Taurus. We're going to have to talk about this. Okay, don't get nervous about that tower, but it was a little jarring to me because we haven't started reading with that. Some towers could be very good. We got the 10 of Pentacles right next to it, so complete opposite energies happening here, Taurus. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting reading. I could already tell. Usually the Taurus readings are always like very, you know, deep, lots of symbolism, lots of different things happening here. Okay, yeah, we got the 7 of Wands. You're also going to have a bonus this week. I'm happy you have a bonus, actually, especially since there's Tower energy showing up. But as a bonus, you got the Hermit showing up. So yeah, Taurus, let's talk about this. We could be looking at a lot of different things here. Let's go through one by one. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get that juicy intuitive stuff. Now, at first glance, when I look down at a spread like this, obviously we have one of the strongest, most powerful major arcana leading us off. You know, those towers could be jarring in their energy, but we have earth, we have fire, we have more earthy energy. So hopefully things aren't getting shaken up too much here. We could be looking at different areas of life as well, but let's go through one by one. The tower. Now, despite the scary ass imagery we got going on here, the people falling out of the tower, this can represent surprise. It can represent shock, unexpected things. Now, yes, there's a little bit of a destructive energy going on with this tower. It can represent loss sometimes. It could represent a clean foundation, hitting the reset button. This could represent endings, but anything that's surprising or shocking. This is a big energy of shock. Now, I always like to preface, or not preface it, but add on to that not every tower is a bad tower. There are good surprises. There are good shocks, especially next to the super positive card. We really want to clarify this and see whether it's a warning or a positive heads up coming in. The tower can also represent one's libido or sexuality too, because it is a phallic symbol. We're not going to put our minds in the gutter too much there, Taurus, but you get what I mean when we have this big old tower sitting right here. Now, moving to the center, we have the Ten of Pentacles, an extremely stable card. So whereas this tower on the front end is like shaking things up, hitting the reset button, shocking, like craziness sometimes, this Ten of Pentacles is just like calming everything down, okay? This is a card of everything, really. Happy home, happy life, all your material needs being met, right? This could represent your home, literally. This could represent your family. So yeah, maybe there are some towers happening in regards to situations like that. We'll just see when we clarify. But generally, this Ten of Pentacles is extremely solid. Like no tower can break this type of energy because it's so firm, it's immovable. And for a lot of you, it could be a really big influx of money, especially when we have a tower, then the Ten of Pentacles. Like a lot of you could have some sort of big come up in regards to money or changes in your financial situation. Okay, I don't want to get too intuitive just yet. Now, moving to the back end, we have another card that could be a coin flip, literally. Hold on, let me get these as straight as possible. It's not as easy as it looks, my friends. So when we get to the back end, we have the Seven of Wands. You see the imagery here. This person, it looks like they're fending off like 6 other people with sticks. This could sometimes represent feeling trapped, feeling imprisoned, feeling like the universe is testing you one after another. When you clear one thing away, 2 more things pop up, 2 steps forward, 1 step back type of energy. However, if it's not that imprisoned type of feeling, this energy could represent somebody who has a ton of determination, right? I'm going to get over all of these roadblocks. There's nothing that can stop me. I'm going to keep it moving. I'm going to keep it pushing. It could also be confrontational in a sense too, but we're not going to get too hung up there because this could just be someone who has like determination that cannot be matched. And knowing that I'm speaking to the Taurus collective right now, that is a big Taurus trait, right? When a Taurus has their mind locked on something, there's nothing that's going to sway them off that path. My Mars is in Taurus, by the way. Now, moving over here, we have the Hermit as your bonus card. Another little footnote to this reading. It could represent a Virgo that you're connected with. Generally, this is an energy of somebody withdrawing to like their happy place or withdrawing to a safer area. It could sometimes reference communication issues, but this could easily just be someone that's just very comfortable in the house, being a homebody for whatever reason. It's a card of wisdom. It's a card of spirituality, but it's also disconnected in some sort of way. So hopefully you're not feeling disconnected from others in this time in some sort of way, whether it's purposeful or not. Let's dive deeper on all of it, Taurus. Let's jump in and clarify. I'm going to get one good shuffle here. Let's clear this deck and see what we got for the Taurus collective, my guides. What's going on for my friends? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. What's going on that tower? And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to the Taurus collective, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, tower time. Let's see what this tower is about. Thank you. Strength in reverse. Yeah, this might be something that's just a little bit inevitable. It might be just out of your hands, out of other people's hands. We have strength in reverse. Now, for some of you, you might be experiencing a fallout with a Leo or a fire sign. If that's not it, when we see the strength card, it does talk about one's inner strength, inner determination. I do feel like this could be someone learning a lesson. You know, you ever hear that phrase like, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me? Like, that's kind of the vibe I'm catching here. So this could have been something from your past that's already happened. It's given me that lesson, like, yeah, maybe a shocking or an unexpected event or situation happened, but it will be taken as a valuable lesson, because whereas we have this little bit of chaos up front here, it seems to improve as we go along. And remember, like I said, sometimes there's things that, yes, we could have inner strength, determination, self-love, self-care, but sometimes there's things that we cannot control. Things are just going to happen sometimes. Shocking situations, shocking things, whatever. Like, they're just going to happen sometimes. And we just have to work with the best of our ability. We play the hand we're dealt, is the kind of vibe I'm picking up here right in the front end. And I feel like for a lot of you, this is the past, right? It doesn't matter how much determination you may or may not have. Like, sometimes things just go off the rails. Sometimes things don't go according to plan. We're going to keep moving though, because I feel like this could be some sort of lesson. Like, you may have gone through some sort of shock or something that just caught you by surprise, but you integrate it and turn it into a lesson. Okay, moving forward. Let's go in on that 10 of Pentacles. Interesting stuff. For some of you, it could be easy. If you're linked to Leo, hey, that's it right there. There could be some issues happening there. Or that could be a very volatile person. I would say that would be like the roughest message I could pull out of this, is this could be a very volatile individual, very unpredictable as well. So let's go in on that 10 of Pentacles. If we're talking about a specific person. Like I said, only take it how it hits for you. Thank you. Yeah, this is unbelievable. 9 of Cups underneath the 10 of Pentacles. This is wish fulfillment, having it all. So learning from the past, learning from the lessons, learning from the things help you move forward in a much more positive way. Because whereas we have this, like, I mean, this could be telling us that, like, hey, the inevitability could be a good thing coming in, right? Like, once again, not every tower is bad. Sometimes we could step on our own foot, get in our own way. This is saying, like, inevitably something major in a very positive way could be coming in. A lot of you could be experiencing major life changes in this time, but for the better. When we put the 10 of Pentacles and this 9 of Cups together, it's earth and water. It's very blessing type of energy, abundance, claimable. So maybe something that in the beginning didn't seem too good, or you just don't even see it coming, is like a major, massive blessing or win right here. And it feels really good to me. Could it be shocking? Right? Could this just be a win or a victory out of nowhere, especially since it's next to this action? Absolutely. Okay. We really need to see what's up with this 7 of Wands on the back end, because that might give us a fuller picture here. But I mean, this is wish fulfillment, right? The 9 of Cups with the 10 of Pentacles. It doesn't get much better than that, my friends. Claim this in the center at the very least. Okay. Whether it's something that goes better than you think, or something that just comes out of nowhere in a shocking way. Right? Victories, wins, different areas of life. Let's see what's up with that 7 of Wands. Okay, this reading has taken a lot of turns. Okay, because whereas initially it's giving me like little cautions, and now it's getting super positive. Like, this is a very extreme reading, like on both ends of the spectrum. Okay, so there's a lot of extremes here. Let's see what's up with the 7 of Wands. Not what I'm usually accustomed to for an earth sign reading. Yeah, here's the unexpected right here. So we have the 2 of Swords underneath this 7 of Wands. Okay. All right. So yeah, even though there are going to be like wins and victories, that's not going to come without its own stresses, right? Like, you're still going to need to keep some semblance of work ethic. You're still going to need to keep moving. You're still going to face challenges. We all do. That's part of the human experience. Now, the 2 of Swords in the upright, yes, it could represent someone who's like struggling with a decision or struggling to find a path. So for some of you, it's like, all right, what do I want to do in the next 2 years? What do I want to do in the next year or 5 or 10, whatever it might be? You might be trying to choose the proper path for you. Hopefully you're not feeling a little lost in the sauce here. But if what's happening up front is any indication, like, you'll figure it out. Everything will be okay. But aside from the struggling with the planning and what path to choose, this 2 of Swords is once again the mysterious, right? Kind of like coming out of nowhere once again. I just do feel like, even though we have such beautiful, shockingly good energy in this spread as well, you just need to stay cognizant that, yeah, good energies, just like bad energies, don't last forever, right? Like, people always say, yeah, bad times pass, but good times pass too. It's all about that cycle of life. And if you keep that in mind, keep that in perspective, and just play the game, right? Where the world is a stage, my friends. If you play into it, then you'll have much more control of your destiny. I don't know why I'm saying all this. I feel like someone needs to hear that. But let's go through and do a quick little recap. That came out of nowhere. Then we'll get into the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, my friends, position number 1, we have the Tower with the Strength card in reverse. And I did say this feels like an inevitable thing, like nothing you could do about it, nothing you could do to really change it. It's kind of predestined, and it could be something extremely good. Yes, this could be a lesson that you've learned as well, like a tower that you've been through, that you learned this lesson and you needed to get to this energy right here in the middle. This could also represent a volatile person, right? An unpredictable person. But in the center, the 10 of Pentacles with the 9 of Cups in the upright, the energy of blessings, absolutely beautiful. We love this energy. And like I said, it's possible shocking win. You don't see it coming, but it's coming one way or another. It's claimable energy. And it comes out of left field, kind of, which is very good. Now, moving to the very back end, we have the 7 of Wands with the 2 of Swords. Yes, some of you might have a little confusion about what you're going to do, where you're going to go, what your path is. If not, this could be Spirit just telling you, like, hey, there's going to be trials and tribulations, right? There's going to be struggles regardless. There's going to be good times. There's going to be tough times. There's going to be predictable things. There's going to be unpredictable things. It's more about rolling with the punches here. So please take a screenshot. I'm going to get you a shadow card here. Interesting. I feel like I'm going off on tangents in this reading for some reason, Taurus. So I hope you're sticking with me here. Let's see what's in the shadows for you. My God. And yeah, I always like to pull one shadow card at the end of every reading. I feel like it's a nice little cherry on top. So let's see what's in the shadows. That card like flopped out of my hand immediately. Knight of Wands. Yeah, this fiery type of energy showing up once again, even in the shadows. Now, the Knight of Wands could represent a fire sign that you're connected to. Okay, this could also represent the card of fun. So just like the very first card in the reading, the very last one, this card could be someone that parties it up, lives it up. But remember, we're looking at the shadow side of this Knight of Wands. A lot of similar things we saw within the reading. This card in its shadow sense could be unpredictable. It could be volatile. It could be burning hot. So for a lot of you, watch your temper in this time. You might fly off the handle. But there is something about like having fun, but not too much fun showing up. Take that for what it's worth. Now, for some of you, it just could be a fire sign you're connected to, but let's not overcomplicate this. The Knight of Wands asks us to slow it down a notch. So, Taurus, that's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the June subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the May subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab after this week's Fire and Air readings. But for the month of June, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Everyday Witches Tarot. It's one of my favorite decks out there. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the cards in this week's reading, which one explains how you're feeling currently right now. Which one are you vibing with? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you next time.